What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Bird's Eye View. If it's your first time here, we're going to dive into what's going on in the world, kind of sift through it from a bird's eye view standpoint, and kind of, you feel me, gauge what it means for the regular everyday person, because you know, most people kind of just skip over what people be talking about in the news and just focus on like the biggest of the headlines. So we do this show to kind of make sure that everybody's tapped into the real information and what's really going on. If you get value out of this, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and that bell icon. All that tells the YouTube algorithm that this is good content and that other people need to see it. All right. But without further ado, let's get into it. So Canada dropped some more tariffs. I'm looking for what just came out because I saw something while I was scrolling on my phone. Apparently some more responses that came out, I guess, either last night or this morning, something like that. Let's see what NBC is talking about with this one.
Every week, I get hours back while working less. My secret, an AI tool that plans my schedule perfectly. Focus used to be my biggest challenge.
I need my own ad.
I'm joined now by Doug Ford. He is the Premier of Ontario, Canada. Mr. Premier, we appreciate you making some time for us today. We know that President Trump delayed these tariffs a month ago, and now we're hearing today that this will happen for Canada. Do you have any indication that he might delay them again? Anything that's giving you any hope at this point?
Well, first of all, thanks so much for having me on, Aaron. For the sake of the American people and the Canadian people, he needs to pull back. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen here. You know, President Trump ran on a mandate to create more jobs, keep inflation and low and lower cost. It's going to work totally opposite. Plants will...
I mean, he ran on a mandate to expose government fraud, corruption, and he screamed tariffs beforehand. So, like, we knew this was coming. It's like that he kind of posed that like it's not what Americans voted for. No, he got the popular vote and he won one. So it's like everybody kind of voted for this to happen. You know?
Show will close down within a week. Assembly plants in Michigan, which is a red state. Manufacturing will stop. And the people of the U.S., which I absolutely love, the American people, they're going to be paying more. The market is going to go downhill faster than the American bobsled team. It's going to be an absolute disaster for both countries. We're your largest trading partner. I don't want to respond, but we will respond like they've never seen before. You need our uranium, you need our potash, you need our high-grade nickel. I will stockpile our high-grade nickel at 50% of your military and manufacturing needs. Your aluminum, the steel, the lumber. It will be an absolute disaster. And this is all due to one person, that's President Trump. I have talked to endless governors, Republican governors and Democrats, senators and Congress people. I love the U.S. I lived there for 20 years. They're all saying this is the craziest thing that someone could ever do.
See, that's the thing, bro. When you so generous to people, and then you finally want your you finally want your favor, everybody think you the bad guy. No, Canada, y'all, we have a trade deficit with y'all. Just like we got a trade deficit across the sea, we got a trade deficit with y'all, and we want the cash, cold hard cash in our hand. What? Hold on, let me see what all these other news people is talking about. Because I saw some specific companies and products that were gonna get tariffed, and I kind of wanted to share that and see. Okay, so they're halting electricity imports. All right, let's watch Trudeau's speech from yesterday. That'll probably give us a lot of context.
Together, we've done.
Oh, I think my phone probably played it while I was asleep because I did not start watching this video. It came out yesterday.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
I don't support these ads.
We have some breaking news coming in. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau speaking right now after the U.S. slapped Canada with 25% tariffs. Let's listen.
So today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada. Their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, They're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense.
I mean, that's a very propagandized statement, because like, he's not just, I'm cool with Russia, I just want to, you feel me, be bestie with Russia, but he's recognizing that Russia's kicking the shit out of Ukraine right now. So why keep fighting and sending resources, or why not just end the fight? We asked for our president to end the war, not go support Ukraine more. How you gonna end the war without telling somebody to stop fighting? Make it make sense. But all right, I digress.
Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite. But we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake. At the moment, the U.S. tariffs came into effect in the early hours of this morning, and so did the Canadian response. Canada will be implementing...
I really hope like this does that. Justin Trudeau isn't like. I really hope that he's not the true. Like, I understand he's the prime minister, but I really hope he's not the true face of Canada, because like I don't like this dude. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem like an alpha male. You feel me? I feel like his wife run the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody else kind of get that? You know, put it in the comments. Let me know if y'all kind of get that vibe.
25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. Starting with tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods immediately, and tariffs on the remaining $125 billion of American products in 21 days' time. Should these tariffs not cease, we are in active and ongoing discussions with provinces and territories to pursue several non-tariff measures. Measures which will demonstrate that there are no winners in a trade war.
No, see, fool, you ain't never been in a trade war before. I feel like everybody that's getting like these extra tariffs by us is like not understanding the math that we already math together that ain't mathing, folks. We are subsidizing your whole country. Like, y'all exist. Y'all have a free healthcare system on the backs of Americans. Like, think about that for a second. So yeah, y'all gonna have to come out a little bit of pockets. And if any of these countries think that they're gonna win a trade war with the United States of America, is, excuse my French, fucking dumb. You wanna know why? Because there's a reason why we're the greatest country on the planet and everybody wants to come here. You gonna see, just wait.
A month ago, I want to speak first directly to the American people.
What's up?
We don't want this.
No, we do.
We want to work with you as a friend.
No, you want to benefit from us some more. You want to keep eating off us some more. He said, we don't want this. We do. We do. We want this. Because, like, listen, we are literally behind the rest of the world in money because we've been so generous. Just giving it away. Just helping everybody out. Just stepping everywhere to spread all our ideals and whatnot. Forget all of that. We just need that cash back, homie.
And we don't want to see you hurt either.
We ain't hurt.
But
y'all
your
gonna hurt.
government
What the fuck about y'all, Sarah?
has chosen to do this to you.
No. Why do you keep saying that? That's propaganda. You're not choosing it to do it to us. We voted. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't actually legit vote this election. I sat this one out. But Americans voted for a man that was screaming tariff, 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 tariff. He literally let us know he was gonna put a 25% tariff across the board before he got in office, and he still voted him in. Americans asked for this. You know what I'm saying? And if you weren't, if you watching this didn't personally vote for Trump, didn't personally ask for this, sorry, your neighbor did though, and that other neighbor did though, and that person across the street did though. I mean, like, majority rules.
As of this morning, markets are down, and inflation is set to rise dramatically all across your country.
Shut up, fool. We gonna buy the dip, stupid.
Your government has chosen to put American jobs at risk, at the thousands of workplaces that succeed because of materials from Canada or because of consumers in Canada, or both. They've chosen to raise costs for American consumers on everyday essential items like groceries and gas, on major purchases like cars and homes, and everything in between.
And just like we said before the election, the tit for tat with Kamala versus Trump was with Trump, we were going to feel the effects instantaneously and they were going to wane out with time. With Kamala, she was going to mess up the bag so bad, we're going to feel the effects when our kids get older and it's going to be terrible. That's, I mean, that's the simply put. We can't get out of the position that we're in without Americans feeling it somehow, some ways, because they built a bubble system. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have to feel it. Ain't no way to just not feel it and things get better. It's just not how it works, man. And I think that's why I don't like this dude. I think he's just a little bit too positive about life. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you, guys?
They've chosen to harm American national security.
We shut down the border.
No,
we didn't.
To the abundant critical minerals, energy, building materials, and fertilizers that we have and that the United States needs.
No. We know how to make all of that. We have all the infrastructure to make all that. It's just Americans can be lazy sometimes. So or Americans can be very capitalist sometimes. So they'd rather pay y'all ass a cheaper price than to do it over here. That's all that is. We can do it though.
Grow and prosper. They've chosen to launch a trade war that will, first and foremost, harm American families.
Then why you respond so fast?
They've chosen to sabotage their own agenda.
If it's so bad for us, why you respond so fast?
A new golden age for the United States. And they've chosen to undermine the incredible work we've done together to tackle the scourge that is fentanyl, a drug.
It's freaking crazy how you could literally like try to demonize somebody for doing an act while saying, I'm going to do the act back to you. Okay, all right.
That must be wiped from the face of the earth. So on that point, let me be crystal clear. There is absolutely no justification or need whatsoever for these tariffs today.
There's no justification?
Now, the legal pretext your government is using to bring in these tariffs is that Canada is apparently unwilling to help in the fight against illegal fentanyl. Well, that is totally false. Let's look at the facts. Our border is already safe and secure. Far less than 1% of fentanyl flows and less than 1% of illegal crossings into the United States comes from Canada. But we acted because we know we can always do better. We responded to concerns, including from the president, by implementing an ambitious $1.3 billion border plan. A border plan that includes generational investments in new AI and imaging tools to stop the flow of fentanyl in its tracks, stronger coordination and information sharing with American agencies, along with the deployment of drones, helicopters, and additional personnel to keep our border secure. Now, a month ago, as part of an agreement with the United States...
Sorry, I just looked something up for y'all because I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. But, like, we have a $48 billion trade deficit with Canada, which means they're bringing in $48 billion more from us than we are from them. Buy some goods, Canada. Buy some goods and maybe we wouldn't be tariffing you right now. They account for 4% of our total trade deficit for the world. Canada accounts for 4% of our total trade deficit for the world. Just to let y'all know that. Like, he trying to make it seem like it's only because of fentanyl. No, y'all owe us money too, folks.
That paused the tariffs, we made further commitments. We appointed Kevin Brosseau as our fentanyl czar, a man who dedicated his multi-decade career in law enforcement to combating organized crime networks and drug trafficking. We designated 7 drug cartels, sick, evil groups who cynically profit off the pain and suffering of people on both sides of the border, as the terrorist organizations that they are. And just yesterday, we launched a new joint operations partnership supported by a $200 million investment between Canada's security and law enforcement agencies. A partnership that will enhance the coordination of information and intelligence in order to thwart criminal gangs involved.
Hey, y'all look up where he got that $200 million from and let me know in the comments, because I feel like I know, but whatever.
In the illegal fentanyl trade. And critically,
our actions American money
are
somehow.
working. As the U.S. Customs and Border Protection just acknowledged, there was a 97% drop in fentanyl seizures from January compared to December, to a near zero low of less than half an ounce seized in January. Even
it's
with
weird. They're playing all right, we're gonna be done with that. They're playing a weird kind of propagandist kind of game, because he's kind of taking the attention away from the deficit that's causing these tariffs for real, and trying to for sure Trump has stated a lot of these claims and whatnot, but like I said, we got a deficit with them just like we got a deficit over there with China. You know what I'm saying? So it's like same boat. And so, listen, when you're the president of the most powerful country in the world, you can kind of drag your nuts a little bit and tell people to do things. And Trudeau, you should probably just negotiate and do what Trump wants you to do, help however he wants you to help, and then you probably wouldn't make your citizens suffer. Because I don't really honestly think that Canadians is cool with all this going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I've done the research, y'all can too. Canada gonna feel it a lot worse than the U.S. is, bro. We don't care about y'all Levi jeans and syrup, nigga. So yeah, a little bit of steel there, a little bit of oil there. We can get that. You remember, like, last time Trump was president, we became self-sufficient from that standpoint. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing to do it again. And I feel like Trudeau is just calling my country a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I don't receive that at all. So it's on. It's on, Canada. I'm sorry, not Canada. It's on, Trudeau, because I ain't got nothing against Canadians. It's just Trudeau. I don't like this dude. I really don't. But if you got some value out of this, you didn't know what was going on, and now you know what's going on, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and that little bell icon so you get notified when we drop more videos, because I like to give y'all context on what's going on, because I stay tapped into what's going on, all right? I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody there. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, all right?